Have you ever tried to cook adobo? Hmm. Can you still recall the step-by-step procedures in doing so? In this time of pandemic brought about by COVID-19, do you know the proper way of hand washing? Examine this picture. Are you familiar with this? If you say yes, you are correct. It means that you are truly aware of what is happening in our world, particularly in our country. Natural disasters and pandemic are experienced by most of the people. Now, what do you think are the solutions to this problem? All these processes or phenomena require a careful and systematic way to achieve desired goal. Welcome to Science 7. Come and join us in exploring our world as we find the answers to a lot of questions happening around us. For students who are not familiar with scientific method, the process may seem abstract or difficult, but with a little consideration and observation, any problem encountered in daily life is a potential possibility to use the scientific method. We will read a story how a student scientist used the scientific method in solving a scientific problem encountered in everyday living. We will answer the questions after reading the story. One day, Atom Yuri observed that the orchids in their backyard with eggshells are bigger than the orchids without eggshells. He wants to find out what things affect the growth of plants. He wanted to know what is the effect of eggshells on the growth of plants. So, he collected information by talking to his neighbors, who are gardeners, reading books on plants, visiting a nursery, and reading journals or pamphlets from the agricultural office and through online searching. Atom Yuri thought if they mixed eggshells in the soil on some plants, they would grow bigger and taller than similar plants without eggshells in the soil. With this idea in mind, he prepared the materials needed in planting such as mango seeds, soil, pots, and eggshells. Using 10 pots, he planted 2 mango seeds in each pot. He put 5 pots on a windowsill with mixed eggshells in the soil. He also put the other 5 pots on a windowsill without eggshells in the soil. The 10 pots were put on the same location and made sure all plants get the same amount of light and water. Atom Yuri kept a daily journal recording the changes in each pot. He measured the height of the mango plant and the length of the leaves. He also drew diagrams of the plants and took photographs to help record all growth. Then he used the computer to create a graph of the information. There was a difference between the growths of the plants planted in the soil with eggshells than the plants planted in the soil without eggshells. The mango seeds planted in the soil with eggshells grow taller and bigger compared with the mango seeds planted in soil without eggshells. He concluded that eggshells affect the growth of mango plants. He shared the results of his experiment with his family and friends. Let's answer the following guide questions. Number 1, what was Atom Yuri's problem in the story? Letter A, what is the problem with the orchids? Letter B, what is the problem with the eggshells? Letter C, what is the effect of the mango seeds on the eggshells? And letter D, what is the effect of the eggshells on the growth of the plant? Answer, letter D. Number 2. What initial observations prompted him to study the said problem? Letter A. Orchids in their backyard are not healthy. Letter B. The orchids in their backyard are dry. Letter C. The orchids of their neighbor are bigger than their orchids. And letter D. The orchids in their backyard with eggshells are bigger than those without eggshells. Answer, letter D. Number 3. What was Atom Yuri's hypothesis regarding the problem? Letter A. Plants planted in soil with eggshells will grow taller. Letter B. Plants planted in the soil with eggshells will grow bigger. Letter C. Plants planted in the soil with eggshells will grow taller and bigger. And letter D. Plants planted in the soil without eggshells will grow taller and bigger. Answer, letter C. Number 4. How did Atom Yuri test his hypothesis? Letter A, he performed an experiment. Letter B, he interviewed his neighbors who are gardeners. Letter C, he read books and journals about plants' growth. Or letter D, he searched for the answers using their computer. Answer, letter A. Number 5. What was the result of his experiment? Letter A. Mango seeds planted in the soil with eggshells grow taller. Letter B. Mango seeds planted in the soil with eggshells grow bigger. Letter C. Mango seeds planted in the soil with eggshells grow taller and bigger. Or letter D. Mango seeds planted in the soil without eggshells grow taller and bigger. Answer, letter C. Number 6. What was his conclusion after doing the experiment? Letter A. Eggshells affect the growth of mango plants. Letter B. Eggshells affect the height of the mango plants. Letter C. Eggshells affect the weight of the mango plants. Or letter D. Eggshells does not affect the growth of mango plants. Answer, letter A. The story showed the complete step-by-step procedures of scientific method. What is scientific method and its steps? How important is scientific method in everyday living? The scientific method is a series of processes that people can use to gather knowledge about the world around them, improve that knowledge, and through gaining knowledge, attempt to explain why and or how things occur. The purpose of the scientific method is to have a systematic way of solving scientific problems, testing ideas, and reporting results in the process of scientific inquiry. The scientific method is used in creating and executing an experiment. A key component of the use of the scientific method is that it ensures the experiment should be able to be replicated by anyone. If that is not possible, then the results are considered invalid. The scientific method consists of the following steps. First, observing and identifying the research problem. Second, gathering information. Third, formulating the hypothesis. Fourth, testing the hypothesis through experimentation. Fifth, analyzing and presenting results. Sixth, creating a conclusion. And seventh, communicating results. Now, let us apply what you have learned in this lesson. Get your grade 7 Science Quarter 1 module and answer the learner tasks specified in the weekly home learning plan. Read and analyze each question carefully. Choose the letter of the best answer. Write a 2 to 5 sentence reflection at the end of the lesson. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Math Cycle, like the videos, and hit the bell button for updates. I hope you learned today's lesson. On the next episode, we will recognize how substances can be classified into elements and compounds. This is Sir Michael Leonard, your science teacher. See you all next time.